In the shadows of the Cold War and post-partition tensions, a daring covert operation was launched by Pakistan in 1965, Operation Gibraltar. Designed to ignite an uprising in Indian-administered Kashmir, it instead backfired catastrophically, plunging the subcontinent into the second full-scale war between India and Pakistan. This is the untold story of Operation Gibraltar, how a secret mission meant to liberate Kashmir instead led to the 1965 India-Pakistan War, altering the region's destiny forever. Background: the Kashmir question. Since the partition of British India in 1947, Kashmir has remained the most contentious issue between India and Pakistan. The First Indo-Pak War, 1947–48, ended with a UN-brokered ceasefire, leaving Kashmir divided. Jammu and Kashmir remained with India. Azad Kashmir and Gilgit-Baltistan were administered by Pakistan. Despite the ceasefire, Pakistan never accepted the status quo, viewing Kashmir as the unfinished business of partition. Throughout the 1950s and early 1960s, Pakistan maintained its claim, but in 1965, it decided to change the game. The Grand Plan. What was Operation Gibraltar? Operation Gibraltar was a Pakistani military plan conceived by then-President Field Marshal Ayub Khan and executed under the guidance of Major General Akhtar Hussain Malik. Objective: to send thousands of infiltrators, primarily trained Pakistani soldiers disguised as local Kashmiri insurgents, into Indian-controlled Kashmir. Their mission was to incite a mass rebellion among Kashmiri Muslims, destabilize Indian administration, create conditions for a local uprising that Pakistan could support and escalate. The operation was named after the historic Islamic conquest of Gibraltar, symbolizing a bold strike behind enemy lines to reclaim Muslim land. Execution: August 1965, the infiltration begins. In early August 1965, several units of the Azad Kashmir Regular Force and other Pakistani Army commandos crossed the line of control, then called the ceasefire line. Estimates suggest 5,000 to 7,000 men were involved. Their infiltration points ranged from the Kishanganga Valley in the north to the Poonch sector in the south. Pakistan expected the Kashmiri population to rise up in support, the Indian military to be slow and unprepared to respond. International pressure, especially from the US and UN, to force India to the negotiating table, leading to a favorable settlement on Kashmir. The collapse. Why Operation Gibraltar failed. Despite its ambitious goals, Operation Gibraltar failed miserably within weeks. Here's why. 1. No local uprising. The Kashmiri population did not revolt. Instead, many locals alerted Indian authorities about the infiltrators. The assumption that Kashmiris would welcome the Pakistani commandos as liberators was deeply flawed. 2. Poor planning and coordination. There was no unified command structure for Gibraltar units. Many lacked proper supplies, maps, or clear objectives. Some units got lost or exposed themselves prematurely. 3. India's swift response. India quickly detected the infiltration and launched a massive counterinsurgency operation. By mid-August, Indian forces had captured many infiltrators, and fierce fighting erupted along the ceasefire line. Escalation, from covert ops to open war. With Operation Gibraltar unraveling, Pakistan launched Operation Grand Slam on September 1, 1965. A conventional military assault on the Ukhnur sector in Jammu, hoping to cut off Indian supply lines to Kashmir. In retaliation, India crossed the international border on September 6, attacking Lahore and Sialkot. This marked the official beginning of the 1965 India-Pakistan War. The war lasted 17 days, becoming one of the largest tank battles since World War II and causing thousands of casualties on both sides. The conflict ended with a UN-mandated ceasefire and the Tashkent Agreement, but the Kashmir issue remained unresolved. Aftermath. What did Operation Gibraltar achieve? Operation Gibraltar was a strategic failure with long-lasting consequences for Pakistan. Misreading public sentiment. The Pakistani leadership gravely misjudged the political reality in Kashmir. The lack of mass support undermined the operation from the start. International isolation. Pakistan's image suffered internationally. Its narrative of supporting an indigenous uprising was exposed as a military infiltration. Strengthened India's position. India, though surprised initially, regained control swiftly and demonstrated conventional military strength. The Indian public rallied in support of the armed forces, boosting morale. Internal divisions in Pakistan Army. Disagreements among generals during Gibraltar and Grand Slam led to command confusion. General Ayub Khan's authority was questioned internally. Legacy, lessons from Operation Gibraltar. Operation Gibraltar remains a case study in flawed intelligence, overambitious military planning, strategic miscalculation of civilian sentiment, the dangers of using covert operations to achieve political goals. Ironically, the plan meant to liberate Kashmir ended up triggering a full-scale war, weakening Pakistan's global standing and causing massive losses.